And hello again, everybody, with Coach Chatil Bradford. Mitch Gray here with the West Georgia Women's Basketball Weekly. Coach Bradford, the winning streak continued with a run of home games last week. A couple of them were challenges, but for 40 minutes, our ladies, I thought, did a heck of a job in both of the games we were previewing here last week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of my girls. At the end of the day, a few finals started last week, so a lot of people were really challenged with that. And then coming and playing a game back to back to back. I mean, it was 3 games in, 5 days? So for their bodies, that's a lot. And I was just proud of their effort, their energy. Every day they continue to come out and do their hardest.
And it's not like we walk it up and milk the shot clock every time. The way we play challenges not only our players, seem to challenge the others as well. A couple of times I thought I saw some dead legs on the other side in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think in both of the games, the later part of the week, I think the teams just kind of ran out of energy coming into the fourth quarter. I mean, it was really hard, I think, going against Clark Atlanta because they were going so hard for so many minutes, and then they were long. So in the beginning part of the game, it was trying to get those shots over there without getting a hand on no deflections. But going into the fourth quarter, our girls, we have all 11 players that play, so their legs weren't tired. They were ready to keep going at the same high level. And so for a lot of teams, that's a lot to handle.
You mentioned an oddity about our schedule right now. Of course, after the wins over Albany State and Clark Atlanta last week, this is, quote, finals week, but a lot of our kids had early finals. We had one took an accounting final Saturday morning, went out and played, 30 minutes on Saturday afternoon.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just kind of the game that we played. On Thursday, we had 4 kids with 2 finals or more. And so it was just, trying to get their mindset on, okay, this is the scouting report. This is how we want you to play, but still say, hey, I want you to go home and study. I want you to get a good grade on your finals and really focus on those. I mean, it's kind of hard for a college student to kind of, go back and forth with that. But I think our girls did a great job of just bouncing back.
Well, let's take a look at the team right now. Coach, we're sitting at 8-1. We won, I think, 6 consecutive games. Where are we now? Where has this team gotten better? We caught a lot of attention with that win over Tampa to get it started, but this looks like a basketball team that's very much still progressing.
I think every day we're trying to get better. Every day we're trying to get faster. We're trying to shoot it better. I think we still have areas to improve on, but at the same time, I think the thing that works for us is that we're continually getting better and working together. I mean, no one's thinking about I, but they're thinking about we and what we're going to do as a team. And that's what's making us better, because we're willing to pass the ball and be better players, not just for ourselves, but for our teammates.
No game on the schedule this week. What's the workload look like as everybody wraps up finals? And even the ones who had some last week probably had 1 or 2 this week.
I mean, I think the schedule just looks a little all over the place because finals are at different times every day, and we're just trying to work around that. I mean, I have to give props to our head coach for scheduling because we don't have a game until next Tuesday. So right now we're just trying to make sure our girls are still getting shots up, still getting workouts, but we're not putting as much pressure on having an hour and a half workout, but maybe more like 45 minutes to an hour, just so they can get in, get out, and go work on those finals.
And by the weekend, we'll have a chance to kind of start really focusing on Montevallo, a good Montevallo team this year.
Yes, I mean, that's not going to be an easy game to say the least. I mean, we're going to really have to fight for that game because they are on a roll too. I mean, they're playing just as well, if not better. And so we got to go out there and we got to show them something they haven't seen, and we got to be able to really put forth our best effort in order to beat them.
And you really have to come to it from within in this one. School's out. The routine is very much different, yet we've got a big conference game at home and then another one on the road before the kids get to go home next week.
I mean, we tell them, every game we want to win, but at the same time, conference is what we really have to work hard on. And so now we're full in it. We have no more non-conference games. So you got to be in a whole nother level of focus because that's what people are coming. This is some of their last seasons. And so you have to come out every night thinking, this is my last chance.
Well, there's purple and gold coming to the Coliseum next Thursday. The women tip at 5:30 against Montevallo, a ball club sitting there 2-0 in the conference. They've gotten off to a 7-1 start in the year. They've won 4 in a row. This will be maybe our biggest challenge of the year. so far.
Yeah, I think it's actually I think it's on Tuesday, not Thursday.
Thursday. Thursday we'll practice twice.
Right.
No, just kidding on that. Yeah, it is a Tuesday at 5:30, and then the guys go right after the ladies play.
Exactly. So now that we're in conference play, I think that's going to help with attendance too. I mean, having both teams out playing every night is going to be a nice sight to see, because I think our guys are really going to start getting on the roll. It's just, hey, we're all pushing to win, so that's the goal.
Well, we're in a doubleheader league, and we'll get into the routine of that very much over these next ones. Montevallo Tuesday in the Coliseum, 5:30, and then we'll go to Montgomery and then say sayonara for a couple of days while everybody goes and unwraps presents and eats mama's dressing. Coach, thanks for being with us today, and let's keep the winning streak going when the Falcons get here next week.
Hey. Let's do it.
Thanks a lot, Coach Chatil Bradford. West Georgia Women's Basketball Weekly. We'll see you Tuesday in the Coliseum. If you want to drop by Thursday, the door will be locked. I'm Mitch Gray saying thanks for joining us on West Georgia Women's Basketball Weekly, and go Wolves.